the mix. The reason why I've got my eyes covered, I'm checking the stock market in the States. It's giving me a live read up, so I need to keep tabs on everything. Also, it's not very interesting to see my actual eyes, and you can focus actually on my mouth and what I'm saying. It's a technique. Anyway, guys, I must admit, I'm delighted to be in front of you today. Very, very happy. And thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for reviewing this content. So, in traditional JC Audits fashion, we're going to move on to comedy. So we're going to attempt to do 15 minutes. Have you ever wondered what makes Brian Cox smile? Is he on LSD, or does he have a dildo shoved up his ass? In the noughties, we had mutual masturbation, or just masturbation in my case. Now we have mutual triggering. Got an email from my missus the other day. It said, "We need to discuss what we need to do." I'll translate. You need to discuss what I need to do. Sat down at home the other day with a beer. Thought, this is a nice home. Wonder whose house it is. My mother, she's the worst. She's so toxic that she makes a North Sea oil disaster look like a Hell's Angels soggy biscuit party. When I didn't call her for a couple of months, she phoned the police, reported me missing. And if I dared marry my partner, a new will gets written. It's not that she doesn't believe in marriage, no. As long as her son never marries and moves back home in some kind of sick form of inverse bonded labour, where she is the cook and I'm forced to eat whatever she makes. A kind of perpetual Indian takeaway. Marriage. You're so busy you spend like 2 full days a month together. So you could basically marry your worst enemy and still make it work. Language. Couples spend so little time together that it's going to evolve into a kind of code with D345JS, meaning I want jam on toast, bacon sarnie, I'll do the dishes, love ya. And D345HR, meaning the same, apart from I love ya, which becomes you're such a bitch. Wink emoji, laugh emoji, tongue emoji. In the future, no words necessary, just a Bluetooth connection. And in the distant future, things are going to devolve into grunts and farts again. Our family's already there. Children's books, they're all the same. Idealised natural environments, talking animals. This is a fox, this is a hen, this is a piglet. Far better to say, look lads, this is Sainsbury's, this is Tesco's, this is Lidl. Trip to Disneyland Paris, cancelled. Let's visit an abattoir. Taxi drivers love cash, even though they say they accept card. And change? You want change? Right. Let me sift through my huge bag of change, slowly sifting through those 10p's, letting the guilt and instant regret rise until you can't take it anymore. But you can't say, nah, don't worry about it. Then they win. Asking a taxi driver about tax is like asking Jeremy Clarkson about equality. The only thing in life is death and taxes? Not if you're a taxi driver. They only have death. And some of them don't even have that by the looks of them. Rearrange the letters in taxi, you get I tax. So it's like every taxi driver is a tax collector, robbing the rich and robbing the poor. Okay, so they do the odd good deed, letting the old guide dog in, taking the old lady shopping to the door. But leave an iPhone 14 in the car. It's like, phone what phone? Not in my car. Try the other million taxi drivers operating in the area. birds. I swear certain birds have been trained to shit on particular cars. And I know that some birds have been trained to shit on my car. I'm not angry with the birds, it's the people that train them. They come down here from God knows where, London, Manchester, not Liverpool. Cars change hands so quickly up there, it's not worth washing them. I can say that because I'm a Scouser. My brother's been living up there for 25 years, still doesn't call himself Scouser. It's because he's middle class, you see. Scousers are the most generous, kindest people on earth. Just don't leave your wallet lying around, it'll be gone. Hand it into the nearest police station. I'm taking it to the busies. What do you mean? It's mine. Privé. Okay, I know it looks like I've just jumped off the nearest boat, but please give me my wallet back. Eventually I do with a tenner slipped in because you need it more than me, la. Have you ever been upset by a person's fart? Each fart is actually a gift. It gives the person next to you information and potential data that can be collected, analysed, and used in a study. Right now, approximately 1 in 100 of you want to fart. And at a push, boom boom, 1 in 10 could push out a fart if they tried. I really want to invite all of you right now to dig deep. Try to be a new man at home. Got told off for using children's cooking utensils and burning saucepans. Well, don't let me cook then. Walked up to my Tesla one morning. It was steaming hot. Okay, cat had just pissed on it. I get on really well with my comedian friends. It's not because they're nice people. It's because of Stockholm Syndrome. Waving at other car drivers. Do it. Smile. You're actually waving at sexual intercourse in the past. Baby showers. Don't celebrate the baby. Have a sex shower. I know that sounds wrong. Seagulls, contempt towards them is absolutely useless because you know what they're thinking. I can do this. You need all that equipment. Jet engines, fabricated wings. I really am fed up when foreigners tell me that I can't call myself foreign. It's like, it's not because I've got a chip on my shoulder. It's because I've got a whole fucking takeaway on my shoulder. When I first met you, I fell in love because you're short, sexy, and you're single. Do you want to go out with me tonight? No? Yeah? Fuck it, I didn't expect that. I have a brown willy. It's okay, I'm not going to get out, don't have my microscope with me. But a few years ago, I made a baby with a white woman. Actually, what is it about these recent race riots? What's it all about? A few brown willies crossing the channel, a few hijabs and babies thrown in to make the headlines. What is it? The British being invaded yet again? First by the Romans, then by the Germans, then by the Vikings, then by the French, now by the brown willy massive. There's no racism in Brighton, they're round the corner, but up here in Lewis, as a person of colour, I often wonder, where are all the black and brown people at? I spoke to one of the white locals, and then the penny dropped. The Lewis bonfire. Quick lads, we forgot to shave the hair off that one. I get it that some people with mental health problems don't wash. I get it. Sure, I haven't watched for a few days before, but listen to this. A few months ago, me and my partner, we were in the train with our young child, and a woman walks in, sits down at the table, gets a laptop out, and before long, it was obvious that she stunk to high heaven. I had a great idea of carrying stink bombs with me, throwing them at her feet, crushing them, leaving, and getting my partner to videotape the result. Is it wrong? You know, I'm standing before you today for two reasons. One, because my mummy let my daddy's willy inside her and magical things happened. That's number one. Number two, my mind's been telling me to do stand-up comedy. Would Jesus do stand-up comedy, do you think? Fucking hell, he would. What about Prophet Muhammad? I can just see his name on a poster. Prophet Muhammad, live at the Apollo. God damn, I'd be there. But seriously, what I was thinking was, I was doing some stand-up comedy in the street. My taxi boss called me over. I thought I was in big trouble. Turns out he wanted tickets. Pecuniary society. I told my child that I was going out to work. She's a 3-year-old child. She says to me, "Why?" I said, "We need the money." She said, "Why?" I said, "We live in a cash-based society." She kind of shut up after that. Another way to end the why cycle is to say the following. Why? You go, because Daddy's so tired he can't answer any why questions anymore. But that only works if you're so tired you could kill someone. So I turned around and wondered why my daughter was so quiet. No, I didn't kill her, you nitwit. She was asleep. I went to the... Oh yeah. I just found out she was asleep. Just need to find out. You know. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. But money. Everything can be reduced to transactional exchanges. This, coupled with the advent in tech to find new ways to pay, can lead to the following. Cat owners getting charged from the amount of time to strike their cats. Gotta end the conversation. Okay. Cat owners, getting charged for the amount of times you stroke their cat. That's regardless of whether pussycats or not. The council getting charged for the amount of times you pick up litter. Well, that's not going to be a big bill, isn't it? And then, what's the other one? Oh yeah. People who stare getting charged pay-per-view rights. So it's going to be a big earner for hotties and transvestites. Oh yeah, no, it's this one. I will never fly budget again. Yeah? I mean, sleep deprived, sat on my arse doing nothing off a 40-hour week as a taxi driver, getting flung around in turbulence, getting told by my other half, look at such and such in Ireland, the Parliament building. But I said, if it wasn't for my partner, I'd never have a holiday. I have two modes, operational and broken. No in between. Okay, I have a limp home mode and a horny mode, but those are only expressed in horny's only expressed in limp home mode or uh, broken mode, so you don't need to worry in the front row or anything. But yeah, I was actually I had loads of dad jokes in this set, and I was going to hand out free braces in the start, just to say, brace yourself. I'll tell you guys a secret, right? Don't tell immigration about this, but I'm pretty fresh off the boat, guys. You know, the one across the channel, the ferry. I was actually stuck between duty free and a restaurant. Yeah, the Toblerone supply is a lot less now. What is it about Toblerone actually? You can't eat one without looking like you're giving Dr. Dre a blowjob. I'm not going to eat one like a squirrel. What colour is my skin actually, guys? Is it black, white or brown? Shout it out on free, come on. Okay, brown. What's that make me? What's it make me? Begins with P. I was thinking person, actually, but thank you anyway. I met this white guy from Rodmell. He claims to have a brown willy and brown legs. He says it's all in his genes. Came back from France recently. It completely wiped me out. I'm going to have to top up on my mum's DLA. I gave this 97-year-old a lift not so long ago. You know, a ride. Not that kind of ride. He said, have you got one of those adult toys? And I realised what he was talking about. He was talking about a mobile phone. But, yeah. I was actually at the mechanics the other day. And I pulled up outside and what I thought was a racist pulls up in his BMW and says to me, "Oi, you were in my parking space." So I got out of my car, shut the door, got back in. He said, "You were in my parking space." I said, "I heard you the first time." And I thought, okay, some people have a gaydar. I have a racist, despicable person dar. Or radar for short. What is it about racists that they think you're stupid or something? I was trying to buy an ice cream from a lone woman in a shop. And she goes to me, "Have you decided yet?" Standing over me. "Have you decided yet?" I thought, have I decided whether you're racist or not? Anyway, back at the mechanics. I was so close to calling this guy a despicable person. You know, and I was dying for him to call me a packy. That would have been my dream come true. Maybe another day, eh? But the mechanic himself, he was a soppy old man. Had a soppy smile. Kind of fancied him. Some men, they don't want to commit. Okay. You know, they can be married to the most beautiful, well, going out with the most beautiful person, lovely person. But they're afraid of getting committed. They're divorce phobic. It's not that they don't want to marry, they don't want to get divorced. I mean, even me. I can't think of anything worse than giving my worldly possessions to somebody I don't love or even like. It fills me with dread. It'd be like me giving my doner kebab to someone. I went, I was doing a last minute shop at Asda. I came out and then one of the members of staff said to his colleague, "Are you the last person? Is he the last person?" And I felt like saying, no, there's more people inside and more people outside. And I know what his response would have been. It would have been, "Oh, you think you're so fucking funny, don't you? You think you're a fucking comedian, don't you?" I went up to a serviceman at McDonald's and I told him, "Thank you for your service." You know what he said to me? "What, here?" Doctors, if you want to never be questioned, come on. If you want a license to talk shit and never be challenged, be a doctor. Not that people won't grumble behind your back, they will. It's like, if you're a carpenter, you're not going to say to your boss on the job, "I hit a nail like it's a screw." But become a doctor, then you could not only say a screw is a nail and a nail is a screw, but if you hit it into someone's hip, then the transformation is complete. It's like makes Jesus' water into wine trick look like a warm-up act for Paul Daniels. What's happened to her? She Paul Daniels' wife. She's finally in secondary school now. My missus, she's from Hungary. All well and good. Toothpaste empty, but she managed. She gives me less than a pea-sized amount when I complained about it. And soap. There's a slimy remnant of soap that lingers on for weeks. I just flush it down the toilet now, and then magically the next day a new bar appears. And you know what I do with that soap? I scrub my skin all day and all night, and I sing this song. I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you. Ooh, diddly doo. Thank you very much.